Hello, and good evening, everybody.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
It's wonderful to have your company again, everybody. If you can hear Queen in the background, it's they're having a party on the caravan park, and it's a live tribute band.
Oh, so, right, okay.
And I have to say, he's not bad. He's quite good. It's been really fun. It's been a fun weekend. Oh.
Hey, it's all right. No, that's me. Sorry. Leave me alone.
Goodness
Get off. Get off. Sorry.
Why can I hear myself?
Playing silly fools.
don't blow my brains.
Okay.
What we thought tonight was we would finish off the photographs that we've got. There are 3 left. And then do some blind readings. So that's the plan for the night. It'll be opening prayer, poem, photographs, closing prayer, and as usual. So that's the thought. That's the plan of action. If we get a steady stream of photographs coming in, we could maybe do a couple at the beginning of the odd service and just get a few going through. Do you think, people?
Yeah. Well.
So.
Yep. Sounds fine.
Okay. Well, I haven't got Michael with me to keep the dogs entertained tonight. He's gone home, so I do apologise for any mayhem that may happen.
He's on because
he's gone. I've just seen him. Yeah.
Let's see. Hi, Michael.
Well, by the way, Michael. I need you to pop down and make me a coffee because I haven't got a drink. What am I going to do? Anyway, I shall open this service in prayer before we descend into mayhem again like we usually do.
There's nothing wrong with our sort of mayhem, darling. It's wonderful.
There isn't. It is. It lifts the energies.
Absolutely.
If we could bow our heads and join in the silence, please, friends, as we say, Heavenly Father, divine and gracious Lord, we thank you for allowing our like-minded individuals and friends to gather together here tonight. I ask that the veil be lifted between the 2 realms to allow the guides and inspirers for Jean, Irene and myself to step forward so we may become your vessels of communication, Lord. Please allow the loved ones of those people watching to gather close, to bring forward messages of truth, proof, love and upliftment. As always, at the end of the evening, Father, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Can I just say to Adele quickly? Sorry, sweetheart, but even Tony can't tell you the bump. It says, Tony, if I send you a pic of the bump, can you tell me? You can't do it.
He'll arrive when he's ready.
Absolutely.
He'll arrive when he's ready.
Yep.
When he's cooked enough.
When it's cooked enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. When it comes out, it comes out.
When he's cooked enough, he'll pop out. Yeah. I just saw a comment from Michael that I wanted to reread then.
Sorry.
I know. Important that the photo, if you recipient knows
I've seen that. I've seen it. Something about post.
Yeah. I think what Michael's saying is, does everybody who sent the photos in know that the photos are going to be read? Shall we leave the photos then till tomorrow, and then Michael
Whatever.
can let the people know? I
It's
think that'd be the
entirely up
best
to you,
bet.
sweetheart. It's entirely
Yes,
up
we'll
to
leave the
you.
photos.
It's
Yeah.
she's put
Pippin.
no fun, you guys. It's comfy. I'm not. I do apologise. I do apologise, Adele, but we're not that good,
Yes.
love.
No, we're not. We're not.
All babies arrive when they're retired. The midwives.
Yeah. All
Right.
babies.
All babies
It's oh
arrive when they are ready. A retired midwife's replied.
yes, Bernadette's a retired midwife. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
We'll do
bless
these
her.
photos then.
Yeah, I thought we were doing
Because
these
Michael said
photos.
we are.
Do
Because
you want
Michael
to
says it's okay. You must let them know.
do you want a
We'll do
poem?
a poem. Yes, we'll do the
Right,
poem.
okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Now, this one I found last year. It's by somebody called Chris Peaskin, and it's called Reflections of the Day. In the glow of an evening sunset, now that everyone's gone home, she sits there in her teardrops with her thoughts of being alone. Black emptiness surrounds her. She'd said she would be fine, knowing their fickle friendship would fade away with time. In the album of her memories are those who came today to offer their condolences for her loved one passed away. Now she seeks some solace, the words she's read aloud in her eulogy at the service. Oh yes, she'd served them proud. There in her evening silence, as her grief begins to sting, she shudders for the future and the sorrows it would bring. Did she really hear that in the warmth that came her way? Smiling now, she falls asleep on her reflections of the day.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is. I thought that.
I
I
love
thought that
that.
was beautiful.
That's
Yeah,
really nice.
I'll send it.
Different.
I'll send it to you, darling. Something different, because I like
Brilliant.
to read
It is.
something from other people as well as me own.
It is. It's nice to read different ones. It's lovely. Told you she was going to bite me.
It is.
Has she bit you?
She's bitten you, has she?
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
She's not getting love now.
Oh,
I put a cushion behind my back, and while I was talking, I've leant forward a little bit. And can you see?
Dog's there.
The dog snuck round the back and curled up on my cushion, so I can't move now.
Oh,
aren't we daft? Oh, I'm sat here letting her.
Yes. Oh,
I'm sat here letting her. I should move.
My thoughts go to those people who have been found drowned at St. Anne's today and their families.
Oh,
yes,
my
we'll send
God,
their
anything
love.
about that?
Yes,
I've not heard
we'll send
that.
love and kneeling to them
yes,
and their families.
Absolutely. And also, my friend of many years, I was just telling Tony, my friend of many years, she's lost her mum, who's passed away today. So thoughts and prayers to Tom and Elaine, and as well.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll do these last 3 photographs.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what we can get. That's the first one, which is a lovely fella and a Christmas tree. Very nice Christmas tree behind. I can see
stood
there.
very sound, hasn't he? Look how he stood.
Very, very tall and
proud,
upright. Yes.
Yeah.
Bless him. I do hope the person whose photograph that is online.
Yeah, because if not,
because it could be. We'll see if we get a response to the first couple of bits we give, and if not, then I'll move on to the next one, and we'll come back to him later.
Very stood up tall, isn't he, and proud.
He is very proud, and
looks really.
Yeah,
got to answer.
They are apparently. Michael says they are. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, Sean.
Oh, Sean. Oh, bless
this is
you,
my
Sean.
dad. Well, I've got to say, Sean, he's got to be a proud gentleman, and he's stood upright. So I know he likes people with his posture, because as he stood, arms folded, and everything, and it's as if, come on, it's got to be one of those, just look, stands lovely for photos. Let me see now then where we're going with this, because that's just first thing I got, and you did. Well, Irene did as well.
It's funny, I sat straight up as well when he...
Yeah.
When I saw him, I wanted to sit up proud.
Don't slouch. Don't slouch. Come on then, sweetheart. What you want to say then? You've come up, you've told us this. And we can see that on the picture. I get the feeling, I'm not saying he did, but I do get the feeling as though this might have been his last Christmas, or there's something to do around Christmas what weren't right at the time. And that's just how I get the feeling with him. He's making me aware that he did start to wake, because even though he stood up proud, I'm aching. You know, when you've like got a flu and all your body types to wake, it's making me feel a bit like that. Come on then. It all happened so quick. I don't know if he's trying to say that he got one illness on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. And that's how it went. That's just how he's got me feeling. I'm chewing a sweet, which is unusual for me. I don't normally chew sweets when I'm near like this. So I do know that he either had mints or always had imperials or something, because that's how he's making me feel as well, as they would have always had mints or polos. And can I just say that there's a little bit of thank you. I said, didn't I? It sounds as though I thought it was his last one.
Oh,
yeah.
Because that's how I feel. Can you understand then? It's Sean, isn't it? Sean. What I was saying about an illness sent to creep up on top of one another all the time. It sent us everything just creeped up. Because that's just how I feel. But it's making me aware, sweetheart, that there's somebody on the earth plane what needs that bit of love and support at the moment. And that's what is. Because that's how he's making me feel, as though there's the love and the support needed down on the earth plane. And he's saying he will do his best and he will send that love and everything. But at the same time, I don't know, but there's two wants banging their heads together. It's as if they want to bang their heads together because it's silly now. It's just going on too long and it's silly. Let's get it all sorted once and for all. And not literally bang their heads together. I don't want to get into trouble for violence. But that's just how he's coming across. And there's also, you can understand where somebody's very much like him. If it's not in the looks, it's very much in his mannerisms, because that's how I feel. They're very much in his mannerisms, and they would actually stand tall and proud. And he's saying that's what they should be doing. They should be standing tall and proud and be heard. They've got to be heard, sweetheart. So you can understand as well where somebody's, I know I've said about banging heads together, but you can understand where somebody needs to be heard, love, because it's not on. I'm going to just give you, I'm going to leave you because I know there's Tony and Irene and we want to get on with it. But can I just give you the month of October, sweetheart? Because he's talking about October, and also he's talking about, come on then, February. I need to go to February. In October, I do know there's something what was different. I know into October, sweetheart, I don't know if something wasn't quite right in October, because I don't feel a passing and I don't feel a birthday. I feel as though they might have had some news or something. But I want to take you to a passing or a birthday in the month of February, though, darling. Okay? He's got his arms folded here. Now, I don't know if he wore rings. I'm not saying that. But there's something he would have had, whether he wore it or not. So I don't know if it was a ring or a watch, sweetheart, because it's on his hand. And he's not showing it. Or he would have kept it to one side. And I want to leave that with you, darling. I'm going to pass you on to either Tony or Irene. I said, God bless.
Irene, have you got anything with? All right.
No,
okay.
You carry on, love. I'll join in a minute.
Okay. I agree with everything that Jean said. that there's a situation, Sean, around you where your dad wants to step in and, like Jean said, metaphorically bang heads together, because he's saying it's a little bit like tit for tat now. Well, I'm not doing this because, you know, they've said this, or they've done that, or they've done this. And it's getting a little bit silly, Sean. He does want to talk to you about, how are you putting that? Because I'm not quite understanding your reference. Right. It's, Sean, it's as if somebody around you is a little bit of a dreamer. Would you understand where somebody, oh, what was that film where he lived in a dream world? Walter Mitty. Somebody lives in a dream world, and they like to, they don't like to, but they do, they like to drift off and daydream, and he's saying they've got to come back into the real world sometimes, because that's where you live, and that's where you've got to exist, and you can't hide away in this little bubble that you're creating for yourself. I'm not saying it is you, but there is somebody that needs to ground themselves a little bit, rather than the way he's put it is all this arty-farty stuff.
Oh, our Tony's froze.
Right. Okay. Oh, bless him. Right.
We're back.
Oh, right. Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
We are. You
Okay.
froze, love. Yeah. Do you want to go, Irene? Because our Tony's lost again.
Right.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here, Tony. Are you?
Yes,
Right.
I don't know what happened then. My phone was
Right.
still connected and everything, but it just went a bit funny.
Okay, sweetheart.
Yeah, what I want to wrap up with is, he's a really lovely guy, Sean, and he's very to the point, very straight talking, wouldn't suffer fools gladly in his sunshine. And I'll leave his love with you and pass you to Irene.
Hi, Sean. I was just going to say exactly what Tony's just said. This gentleman, he was very much a straight talking man. He did not suffer fools lightly, and sometimes people took him the wrong way, purely because of the fact that he gave them straight John Bull, and he didn't mess about with it. He just did it, and he just said it. But once he'd said what he'd got to say, as far as he was concerned, that was the end of it. And I just want to just add on to that this gentleman, he was a gentleman as well. You know, he really was. He loved his family, and he really went out of his way to keep everything right for them. I've also got a hard-working man. I don't know if he worked with his hands, but they're making me rub my fingers like I'm taking dust off, or I've got a rag with and taking grease off, or something like that. So he worked, and he worked very hard for his, you know, for what he did, and for his. But he cared for his family. He really did care for his family, sweetheart, and you would understand somebody who's got a sweet tooth, because I've just been given a great big bowl of sweets here, and all different shapes and sizes, chocolate as well as hard sweets and everything. So you would understand somebody who had a sweet tooth, or somebody down here who has a sweet tooth. Now, I've also, I don't know if he had problems with his eyes, but my eyes have suddenly got very watery, and I feel as though I'm tired and I want to rub them, and they're making my eyes a little bit sore, sweetheart. So I don't know if this is with somebody down here on earth, or if it's with Dad, darling. But he just wants to leave all his love with you, sweetheart. And he was a mechanic. Oh, right. Let's have a look. He was. Oh, and you've got the sweet tooth. Okay, sweetheart, that's absolutely wonderful. Because while I've been talking to him, I've been asking for more proof. And can you take me a leather wallet or a leather pouch, Sean, that has been left by this gentleman? Because he's telling me about a leather wallet or a leather purse. Nothing in it, nothing of any value as such, but it is sentimental value to the family. And that's all I've got for you, sweetheart. But thank you for working with us. And I'll say good night and God bless.
Can I just say quickly before you leave, I can see a little picture at the back of this gentleman, a little photo, and there's a lady with blonde hair. Can I just say to Sean, the lady says, I'm with you. So Sean, I hope you can understand this little photo and the lady with the nice hair, what goes by, she's saying, I'm with you. I'm with
there
you.
is, yes.
So I just want to send her love. She don't want to be forgotten, sweetheart. And God bless.
Right. Just wipe my eyes and.
Oh.
Yes, I can understand that.
Oh, that's better. Oh, he understands the wallet as well.
Yeah, that's what I've just said. He
nice.
understands it.
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy wiping
I'm having
my
a bit
eyes.
of a kerfuffle.
Oh, are you?
Bit of a kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
The next. Oh.
Oh, Delia Gerard says this is really good. Thank you, Delia. We appreciate all your lovely comments. We do.
I'm having a kerfuffle, yeah.
Hiya, Dad Alan.
The
hi,
next photo
Daddy
doesn't
Alan.
seem to want to load up.
Oh, well, we've got one. Oh, now, which one we're doing? We've got one of a group of people and then one of behind that of a single gentleman. There's 2, 4, 6, 7. There's 9 in the picture that you've got up at the moment, Tony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 9.
How odd. Because I can't see.
You can't see it? Right, okay.
Come on.
Put what you like on it. I'm not watching it.
No, I can't see anything on my screen.
Gail Brown.
Right.
The group is mine. The group's hers.
Come on.
Right, okay. Michael says we've got to leave you alone for 5 minutes. Bless him. Right.
Is that a black and white one?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see it, Tony?
Yeah.
Do the group for now.
I can now, yes. Yeah. That's the one.
Do the group.
Yes.
Go on then, Jim.
That's the one. I can see I can see it now. Oh. Yes.
Well, can I just say, because I've got to go to the little boy who was out. He was not hiding, but he's behind the first gentleman. On the front row, there's a little boy with his head just stuck on top. Can you see? Just all you can see is a little bit of his head.
Oh, yeah, I see him there. Yeah, I see him.
Who wants to start with the group?
For some reason, I'm just drawn to that. I'm just drawn to that little boy for some reason. And I can't say why. They're just saying he's not there. You know, he's only got his eyes. So for some reason, can I just say that this little lad on this photo, to be honest, I can't get my head around. I'm going to have to ask, can I just say, please, on this photo, everyone in this photo has passed, haven't they? Because of that little lad, bless him, is coming forward. But if you look at the photo, if you look at the mirror behind him, there's another person on the photo on the mirror. That's why I'm asking. What's that? Sorry.
Gail, could you confirm, please, if all the people in this group picture has passed to spirit, please?
There's somebody in the mirror as well. There's somebody in the mirror. While she's confirming it, because there's something.
Yeah.
Can I just say the two ladies on the front? I know they're in spirit, obviously, and the gentleman in front.
Oh, she says, I'm not
Must
too
have.
sure, but they must have.
That's fine, sweetheart. It's just the feeling I just got, that's all. I didn't want to be putting him in spirit if he weren't in spirit, sweetheart, because it's not the way it works. But for some reason, that little boy in the background, I do feel as though I'm a bit lonely. I'm a bit lost. He's there with the family and probably out some friends as well, but I do feel his phone keeps doing its own thing. I feel I'm a bit lost, sweetheart, and it's as if I want to be loved. I'm not saying he weren't loved, but it's as if I want to be loved and I want to be nurtured. And that's just the feeling I get. And can I just say, at the moment, there's somebody on the earth plane, darling, who's very similar. What wants that love and to be nurtured, and the one just them few little moments where they've got that little cuddle, darling, because they're fetching this in. I do know, as they all want to come in together and they can't. You must be able to understand. Irene knows more about this than me, where it comes into the teddy boy era and that type of music, which I don't. Irene knows more than that, because that's the type of thing as well what I'm getting in. The gentleman at the back of the lady on the front row, I've got to say, as he's stood there, all smart and in his suit, that's the type of gentleman he would have been anyway. He would have looked after the family. He would have made sure that he could provide for the family, to make sure that there wasn't without. And that's the thing I've got to say. I don't know who the picture is. There's a gentleman in the back of in the mirror. I've also got to give you, sweetheart, a memory of an old sideboard, but it had the record player in it, the radio in it, and some. You can understand the one on the earth plane, right? Thank you. And they're showing me them type of records. They also are making me aware that special occasions the family did get together, which, as you can see, but we are going back, way back with this. All right. I don't know. Are you aware of all these people on this photo, sweetheart? Because I've got two brothers.
Gail's just put on here, Jean. I can understand the one on Earth plane.
Is that the one though? What needs the loving and maternal, and I think that's what she's on about, because that's just how I feel. Or wants that
sweetheart.
love.
Right.
I've got to say, they're a very close-knit family, sweetheart. And I think on the earth plane, I think there's a few what are very close, but not everybody, love. I do feel as though some's actually moved away, or they tend to distance themselves a bit. It's as if they're not coming in. I don't know why it is, but you've got somebody who would have a sherry or a port, because I want to put the lady with the bib on. I want to give her either a sherry or a port, so she would have had. Right, thank you. So I want to have a sherry or a port, darling, for some reason. I don't know why I want to give me a drink here as well. And can you understand where the heavy smoker was? Because I've got the heavy smoker as well, darling. And if you look, I think you will find it's the cheeky chappy on the back of the gentleman, which is the old gentleman, which is forward, very small. It's the chappy at the back. What would have been a strong smoker as is coming in here. Can you please look at this photo? Grand love, Sherry, thank you. When you get chance, would you have a look at this photo very clearly, please? Because if you look in the mirror, I keep going to the mirror, there's another gentleman. He's not on the photo, he's in the mirror. And he's got a bit of a flat cap, it looks to me.
Yeah.
And I'm drawn to him, sweetheart, for some reason. I don't know why he's not in the photo. He's in the mirror, but he's not in the photo. So please remember, I've given you that, because he's coming through clearly. And there's a Derek. They've mentioned Derek, sweetheart. So I know you can place me a Derek, whether in spirit or on the earth plane. And also I've got a Nesta. A Nesta. So you'll be able to find the name Nesta as well, sweetheart, whether it's family or friends, I'm not sure. But I've got to say that some of these on this photo would have gone in. You would have had quite a few passings of these. What went bump, 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 because that's just how I feel, as though they went in a row. I know there's some older ones and some young ones, but I feel as though I went in a row, darling. There's the cancer connection with them as well. And I've also got the art complaints as well. And I could give you every month a year, because you can place me something in every month at year, darling. See if you can look, but I can tell you every month of the year. I'm going to leave that with you, and I'm going to pass you on to our Tony or Irene. Please look in the photo if you can, because there's a gentleman in back, or please ask, because he should. You can see him in the photo, but he's not on the photo.
I think that's when this photograph was taken. He's come from spirit, and that's how he's got in the photo. He didn't want to be left out. That's the feeling I'm getting with that gentleman. Now it looks like that this is. I don't know if it was a bit of a party or a bit of a do, or it feels like a celebration of some sort. But I want to go to the lady in the front with the glasses, because she looks like a lovely, right character. She really does. Lovely soul, but she's not very big, this lady. I get the feeling that she's only small, but I also get the feeling that in a funny sort of way she was the head of the family, and I think it's something to do with a couple at the front that this is a celebration of, and I think I'm going towards a wedding anniversary, but I'm not too sure. But they're all lovely, lovely people. I've got lots of little things that's going. Come on, darling. She's saying that we all worked very, very hard for what we had, and she's giving me sort of late 40s, early 50s. As Jean correctly said, it was the start of the Teddy Boy movement with the rock and roll and everything. And but I've got the lady with the dark hair that's stood by the lady with the glasses. I'm getting her in a military uniform. So whether she was in the war or not, or in the WVS, I don't know. But they're all very, very smart, very, very close family, really, really close. And this family was loved by everybody wherever they've lived. They've had a parting of the ways for various reasons, passings, moving, they've all passed to spirit. So, there's only the relatives and friends that's left now. I know that Jean gave you 2 names, but I've got a Rita, and I've also got an Alfred somewhere. I'm not saying they're on the picture, but somewhere in the family. But this little lady at the front, I keep getting drawn to her. She's such a character, and I've got a feeling that this couple right at the front, especially the lady, was the ones that kept the family together. She was the go-to person. She wasn't a gossip, but she was the go-to person. And if anybody had any problems, we'll go and see this. Gran, we'll go and see Gran, and Gran will sort it out. And did she love her tea? She loved her tea, because they've just put a great big urn in front of her. So with a tap on, like they used to have in the dance halls and that. But this is a celebration of some sort here, and that's why the picture was taken. And everybody had a happy time. They didn't have much money, and they made do amend. Everybody brought a little bit, and they weren't presents as such, but she was happy because she had all her family there, and that's what was important to me. And she's getting me to put my hand on my heart and tapping it, saying my family. And
I've got brasses. I don't know if it's the same lady. What clean brasses?
Yeah, I was just about to come to that, Jean, because no, it's okay. The plaque on the wall behind the gentleman's head, that's a plaque of some sort, and it's all nice and shiny. But in them days, because they had brass fenders, and I've got this little lady cleaning the brass fenders, and she was very house proud. very, very house proud. You know, you didn't leave anything out. And with that, I'm going to say, Gail, good night and God bless. Thank you for working. And I'm going to hand you over to our Tony.
Thank you. I think we're going to have a thunderstorm. I think that's why I'm having so many issues with my phone at the minute.
I think you could
it's gone
do,
really
Tony.
dark and grey and horrible.
It is here.
And my phone keeps cutting out. So I do apologise.
Oh, Gail's just put on this lady.
I haven't got much else to add.
Yeah, no,
I haven't got much else to add other than what Jean and Irene have already said to you. Oh, bless. I've got to say there's a lot of strong people, strong energies in this photograph.
Yeah.
But the lady that's leaning over to the left of the little lady sat on the front, I've got a lot. The feeling I'm getting is that there was a lot of intelligence around this lady. I don't know who she is or how she connects, but she's a very intelligent lady, very quick. And she's saying that all of the ladies in her family could achieve anything they want to achieve. And she's bringing that into this generation that are on Earth plane now and saying that such a lot of potential is in the family, and she's really putting my thumbs up and saying, well done, go for it. So just know that you can achieve what you need to achieve. The only people holding you back is you. So stop holding yourself back and just spread your wings and go for it. And I'll leave that with you and say God bless and thank you so much for sending that photograph in.
Can I just say there must be a 3 generation?
There are a few people asking about the photographs and things. This is the last batch we're doing of this round of photo service. Go on.
No, there's a 3rd generation. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know if it's the lady behind. I can see him dancing in that photo. Also, I've just got to say that there's a stream says somebody were very good at making clothing. They made all their own. I could see him sewing. Sorry, Tony. Go on, love.
You were saying, Tony, that the next batch of photos, what, September? End of September? Or before? Tony?
I think, has he gone?
He's here, but he's not answering. Tony? Tony? Bless him. We normally do these photo readings about once every 4 to 5 weeks, and if you would like to send the photos to Michael, Tony's husband, because we don't see the photographs until they actually come up on screen, and that makes it fair for everybody. So Michael deals with all the photographs that come in, and they stay with Tony. They stay with Michael until we have the next session. But I know that we are going to do that. What we're doing tonight was what was left over from Friday, because we didn't have enough time to get them all in because there was so many, and we'd done an hour and a half, and so we decided that we'd do the rest tonight. And I think there was 4 left. Well, we've done 2, and now Tony's gone again. So there's just Jean and myself. Do you want to try and do an online reading?
Photos. Yeah, you can do the photos. Come back up.
Yeah, well, we've done that one, sweetheart, haven't we? So, and then if we can get Tony. Oh, here he comes. He's back again. Bless him. It's the weather. It's atmospherics. Can you hear us, Tony?
If not, we'll do a blind reading.
Tony, are you with us?
I don't
He
think
can't hear
so.
us. No.
Do a blind reading until we get him.
Right. Okay then. Right. So let's just have a look. See.
Oh, hang on. I've heard him.
Tony.
Come on.
Can you hear us?
I can just.
Well, can you hear me? No. Right. Okay. Right. Delia, sweetheart, I know that you've asked about having a reading.
I can.
It doesn't
You're
work
going a
like
bit
that,
Dalek-y.
sweetheart. What we have
really
to do
odd.
is if we do blind readings on here, what we have to do is it's whoever comes through and whatever whoever can pick what we're saying up, but you have to be able to take the whole message. If your loved ones come through, we will definitely give you a reading, but we can't just pick one out of fresh air, sweetheart. Okay. Let's carry on, Jean. Right.
We've got this gentleman up now. Can you see the gentleman? Dark hair.
I can.
Right. Good. Do you want to start with him then?
Right. This gentleman was a very strong character. I don't know who he belongs to. I haven't. We haven't got him up yet. But right, this gentleman in his early days was a teddy boy because he's got everything that going for him. I'm sure I know this face. It reminds me of somebody. Let me just go with it and see what I get. Now, he was. I don't know if this gentleman worked with his hands or if he, but my hands are very soft, so I'm thinking maybe.
It's Pat Wilson's.
Is it
Pat Wilson? It's the dad.
Oh, hi, Pat. Good evening, sweetheart. Right, okay. Let me see what I can get for him. He's a lovely, lovely man. He really is. Lovely character, and he's got lovely eyes as well. But it's gone. Right, I'll try and carry on without it. Now then, I've got the feeling that this gentleman. Right. I don't know
Hello, Pat.
if he was in the Teddy Boy movement, but I've got a feeling that in his younger days he loved his rock and roll and his music, because I'm getting the Little Richard and the Jerry Lee Lewis and the Eddie Cochrans and all that. Now I haven't really got. Come on, sweetheart, talk to me. I don't know if it's this gentleman, but somebody must have passed with either a stroke or an Alzheimer's type condition, because one side of my head has gone completely blank and I've just got nothing there at all. And I had this afternoon as well, and somebody couldn't talk properly. So I don't know again, because if that was due to the condition or something like that. If it's not this gentleman, it must be somebody around you, Pat, that you know of that's got a condition like this. But it's definitely there, and you would understand also somebody who actually stuttered when they was younger, not so much now, but when they was younger. And I don't know if he was a gardener, but he's putting rakes and trowels and putting me gardening gloves on. So I don't know. Can you understand this, Pat, please? Because I haven't got the picture. So can you put the picture up, Tony? Thank you.
That one.
Yes, thank you. He reminds me of somebody, and I can't think who it is. Right. He liked his holidays, this gentleman. He liked to go and have a few days away when he could. And I've got nature with him as well.
He had an allotment.
Right, that's where it is then, because he's throwing all these things at me all at once. I don't know if he was a quick talker, but he's sort of like he's trying to talk for England, bless him. I've got vegetables, homegrown vegetables, and I've got the flowers, and as Jean's just said, the allotment and the garden and everything else. And he liked to be outside. He liked to be outside in the fresh air rather than indoors. When he was indoors, he felt as though he was penned in, and he wasn't comfortable. And he's another one that liked his tea. He liked his cup of tea because the kettle was always on. The kettle was always on the boil. I know that your name's Pat, but I've also got another Pat here, and I'm not sure if it's Patrick or a Patricia. And come on, sweetheart, come on. He liked his food as well. He liked his food, but he only would eat what he liked. He wasn't a picky man, but he liked to eat what he liked. I'm really not getting much else, so I'm going to hand you over to Jean or Tony, sweetheart, with this, because it's such a lovely man. I just got a feeling that I know him from somewhere, but I can't place him at the moment.
Tony, can you see him, though?
I can see him. I'm not actually getting that much from him, other than he's a very strong, upstanding gentleman.
I think he's very private, isn't he? Very private.
Very private, and I'm getting very firm but fair. So I think he had his rules, and he liked order, and he liked respect. I'm hearing respect. So I think he liked, but he said respect is earned, not given. So he felt like he had to earn people's respect, if you understand that. But I'm not getting much more from him, other than
it's very private.
Very quiet man.
Very.
And he wasn't what I would call shy, but he didn't put himself out to speak to people. He'd rather sit on his own and read the paper. This is what I'm getting. He'd rather sit on his own and read the paper, and rather than sort of talk to people. He preferred his allotment and quiet and peace.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you, Pat? I know that you. Sorry, Tony. I've just got to give this. And can you take me a Dennis, please? Because I'm getting Dennis. I don't know if that was his name or if it's the name of somebody that you know, but I'm getting Dennis with this name, this gentleman, definitely. Sorry, Tony, carry on. I do apologize.
No, I just feel like there's a reason why you want to hear from this gentleman now, because he's telling me he had to come to connect with you, if you understand. And I feel like there's a reason why you feel you need him right now. And he's telling me he's not gone anywhere, he's still here. So just speak to him and you will know that he's around you. I'm not getting much else. I'm really sorry, Pat, but I'm not getting much else off him at the minute. So I'll hand you across to Jean to see if she's got anything.
I've only got a couple of things.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, I've got dahlias. I've got dahlias, and I've got the big tall ones, lupins. For some reason, he wants me to give you dahlias and lupins, Pat. So I will leave his love with you and say God bless, and I'll pass you across to Jean now. Sorry, Jean.
Yeah. No, it's fine, sweetheart. I sometimes butt in like that, don't I? Can I just say, Pat, that he was a gentleman what would have either give things away, sweetheart. I don't know if he would have given people the things what he grew, or he would have given him his last penny, because I feel as if somebody went to him and said that they'd got nothing, that he would do his best to make sure that there was okay. I do feel that there's a lot of I've got to say I love you, because I do feel that there isn't enough I love you. So I don't know if he's a gentleman what at the time didn't know how to show his feelings, but he's saying I love you. So there's that as well. Used to drive.
I used to drive a Dennis truck.
That's why I got the name Dennis. Yeah.
So I do feel, sweetheart, that he did give people. Like I said, I do feel as a private person, and he had just a certain set of friends. He wasn't one for going out. But this, I know you said he used to drive these trucks, but can you understand where there would have been a bus driver, sweetheart, or a tram driver or something like that? Because he's taking me, and if it's not that, then he's taking me on a coach trip. You must be able to remember coach trips, if not, sweetheart, because that's the type of thing he's taking me on. He would have always liked to have looked smart, but he's just said, but he liked his newspaper first. So I do know he would have liked to have read the newspaper first. But he says we didn't have a lot, but what we got was ours. And that's how he was. There were ours. And he was proud of that. And I've got... Sorry, I'm just looking at this. So I do know, sweetheart, everything he did have, he had got. Can I just take you? I've got a birthday. He's saying happy birthday. So I know there's a birthday around you, sweetheart, now. And I've also got to take you to a passing as well, sweetheart, which I do believe is in the month of August, because he's fetched them both together. I've got to... Come on then. This 6 is talking about 6. So I know there would be 6 somewhere around a family, whether it be 4 children, mum, dad, or this 6 siblings. Is talking about the 6, sweetheart. But as I give you 6 in the family, I've got to give you 6 of the day of the month as well. So that means something to you. This gentleman is saying that it's going back to his passing, that the passing was just right. Just right. So you didn't have nothing right, big and flush. It was just right. It says just what he would have wanted. So I hope you can understand all this, Pat, love. And I want you to take his love with you, because he's saying he does love you. So I hope you understand all this, darling, and I'll say good night. Oh, you want a 5?
That's one of 5.
Well, I've got 6, so there's got to be.
I've got... The only other last bit I've got is, as I'm seeing him in the photograph, it's changing. So would you understand where he would have lost a little bit of weight prior to his passing? I don't know if that... Yeah, this looks like it's gone a bit round his cheeks.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he would have lost a little bit of weight, Pat.
Like
he's sunk in a little bit.
Pat, I know you're saying that you want a 5, sweetheart, but can you understand then where one would have gone to spirit, because he's still saying 6? So are you aware that there would be a member of the family in spirit, because he's still saying 6, sweetheart, and I can't change it. He's still saying 6, and the 6. I'm going to give it you as that, love. Yes, lots. Because that's just what is coming up with me, darling. So I'm going to say good night and God bless. And I hope it was okay for you.
Good night and God bless, and thank you. We've got one more here.
Okay.
Okay,
and then check your inbox. Michael's put a message on.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Okay, Pat,
right,
no problem.
I will, but
later.
I'll do that. Yeah, because the way it is at the minute, I don't want to dare risk downloading something at the minute, because the internet's really iffy.
I think we're going to get it, Tony. It's absolutely bounding it down here.
Oh no. Yeah, we've got this gentleman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
right.
He's a dude, isn't he?
I've not started reading off, but he looks as though, just look at me, you know, and people could walk back off him, and I braise a right big marshmallow, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Tony, sorry.
Yeah. No. I've just got that.
And the great pretender.
He's a dude. He's a lovely chap, you know. I want to say that this gentleman would really feel like he was
Mandy Nixon's hubby.
Your busy mate. Your busy mate. Do you know what I mean? He's lovely. He really is. And I do feel, again, he would do anything for anybody. I want to say that is, for some reason, I mean, I know little bits about Mandy, but nothing major. But I want to say that his passing was as big a shock to him as it was to everybody else. If you can understand that, Mandy, please. And also that he feels...
well, hang on. We've got Vicky and... Are they all joined here? Vicky and Emma
Mandy
saying it's their dad. And then Mandy, it's her husband. So are they connected?
Vicky is Mandy's daughter.
So is...
Right.
Vicky is Mandy's daughter.
So is Emma as well then?
So...
We've got Emma
I'm not sure what connection Emma
my
is.
Dad, and then Mandy saying my hubby.
Yes, it must be.
I've got it. Yes, I've got it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So
yeah, we got it. Sorry,
but
Tony,
I want to say that if you would understand where he's, oh, come on, bless you, is the sense of shock around his passing. So either he was ill and the passing was quick, or it was a quick passing, but the ending was a shock. A lot of unresolved questions. I feel there's lots of questions around the passing as well, if you can understand that. I don't know why he wants to dwell on that, but you would understand why there were lots of questions around it. Could you understand as well why he's concerned about the people left here? So there are some... I don't know if... I know, Mandy, you're struggling with his passing and everything, but he's wanting to reassure you that he's absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine where he is. And there were a couple that came to meet him as he took his transition, Mandy. So if you can understand that for me, please, as well. He's telling me he wouldn't have been one for flowers and things, but he's given me a bouquet of flowers to pass on to you. And I don't know if, Pippin, if cream roses mean anything, but I'm getting cream roses. So I normally get red and pink roses, but he's given me a bouquet of pink roses with carnations and that white gypsophilia in it as well, and he wants me to pass that on to you. He wants to say, I feel like he's tucking something in my pocket. Would you understand where something went into either his shirt pocket or his jacket pocket? Because he's telling me there's something in my pocket. And come here. What else have you got? As Horus has just come down to get on my knee, he's telling me about the little dog. So would you understand where there's a little dog spirit side of life? Because he's got the little dog with him. And I will leave his love with you and pass you on to Jean or Irene.
Can I just... Oh, Irene sent a photo and it's a bit late. Can I just say he would have been a bit of a tormentor, because he's just got the eyes where he could torment people. And he's just coming in with that, and he would have been full of fun as well, and he would have liked people, and he would have had that torment about him. I don't know, I don't feel, I could be totally wrong, but I don't feel as though he's been gone a long time. I don't feel that at all. I feel more not being gone years and years and years. I don't feel that, and I feel as though it still seems as though it could have been yesterday. I'm not saying it was, but that's how I feel. I've got cramping. Can't see me. I've got cramp in my hand, darling. So there must be some reason why he's giving me cramp in the hand. I don't know if he would have hurt his hand or somebody has trouble with the hands, because he's making me aware of that as well. He's saying that, I don't know if it's you, Mandy, but can you just calm down a little? I don't know if you're one of these what go out 100 miles an hour at everything. I don't know. But he's saying, can you tell her to calm down a little? So you need to calm down, sweetheart. For some reason, calm down. I've got chest pains.
Last April.
And I know I'm not going back a long time.
No, I know.
I've got chest pains as well, sweetheart, so you must be able to understand the chest pains, whether it be with this gentleman or someone down on Earth plane, because he's giving me them as well. And there's been a few concerns. Yes, thank you. There's been a few concerns with somebody's health at the moment as well. I'm not saying anything major, but there's been a few concerns here. Do you know, he's just given me, I've just got a plate of egg and chips. So I don't know if you can understand the egg and chips, darling, but he's just given me egg and chips. So he must have liked his chips and eggs, or he would have liked his egg and chips together, because he's given me that as well. And I've just got to, I've got a pint of cider. I've got a pint of cider for some reason. So I don't know who would have had the cider, but he's given me a pint of cider here, sweetheart, as well. There again, I know I've got birthday out, but there's a birthday around you. Sorry, I'm just looking at that. I know there's a birthday around you, sweetheart. It's either just gone or got to come, but it's very soon, because he's making me aware of that as well, because he's singing happy birthday, and he would have been one of these what might have his favourite meal. One of these what probably would have gone around humming or singing, because I feel as though he never sent to, don't take this wrong, whatever you do, but he liked to speak. He liked to say things, and that's how I'm coming across. Thank you. That he would have liked to speak. That I can't say he liked his voice heard, because he's just said, well, I did like to be heard, you know, and that's the type of person he was. But I've got to give you this situation as well. It's like, you can understand where it's like a set of dominoes, and this is, I don't know the situation, but knock the first domino and it's just going to go ding, 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 ding. And when the last one falls, sweetheart, it's as if everything's going to be settled. So I hope you can understand that, because he's not telling me what it is. He's just showing me these dominoes, what's dropping. It's just, I don't know if he had a bet, but he's just given me the 66. So I don't know what that means as well. Come on then, darling.
You couldn't shut him up.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk. That's all he keeps saying. I like to talk. But he knew what he was
Mandy's
talking
plonked
about.
down on my sofa.
You know, he knew what he was talking about, whether you wanted him to shut up, but he knew what he was on about, because he's having a laugh about it. And can I just say, sweetheart, I am going to pass you on to Irene, but can I just give you Christmas, darling? And he's just said, I know it's a silly thing to say, we all seem to set plates out for his loved ones, but he says, you no need to set a plate out. I'm there anyway. I'll be with you. Just listen. Just listen, I'll be with you. All right. So he's going to be with you, sweetheart, which I know you've sensed him anyway, because he says he's been on end at bed and he's wiped them tears away, which you can understand that, because you felt him touch your face, because he says he's been there. There's so much love with this gentleman, and he wasn't afraid to show his feelings neither. So I'm going to say good night and God bless with this gentleman's love. Night night.
Hi, Mandy. Right. I've got this lovely gentleman. He was so full of fun and full of life, and he not only loved loved all of you as his family, but he loved his mates as well. And you always knew when he was around, because he made the party. He was the one that would always have a laugh and a joke, and he'd always be just there. You know, he's so cheeky, but he got away with it because that was him. It's the way he was. He just loved that. There was confusion when he passed, and I think either Jean or Tony said there's lots of questions that you don't understand, what, why, when, or where. It's something that we can't answer. We don't know why people go, but it was just like turning a light out with him. That's the feeling that I'm getting. He was here, and then he was in spirit, but he is such a lovely guy. He really is. And he's telling me that sometimes a few people took him the wrong way, but he had his standards, and and he wouldn't drop them for anybody. And it was just the way that he was. It was the way that he was brought up. He was brought up to be respectful and kind and all that. And he wasn't bothered about giving flowers or cards or coming home with a box of chocolates, because he did like to give you little treats. He did like to give you little treats along the way. And
He's just said to me, I'm sorry, he's just said, well, if I walked home with about a bunch of flowers out, you would have thought, what's he been up to?
Yeah, but he didn't mind it. He didn't mind it. He was just sort of that sort of person. He really was. Because some guys, they just oh well, they'll think I'm a sissy, but it didn't bother him. It didn't bother him. But his love for his family is absolute. And he's seen your tears, sweetheart, and he knows it's going to take a long, long time, but he wants you to know that he's always around you. He's only a breath away, and you can speak to him anytime you want to, anytime, any place, anywhere. And sometimes you feel his presence because he does come to see you, and he's a little bit concerned about you, but he's just saying, I've just got to let you know that he's around you. He's there. And you're right, darling. He was a gentleman in every sense of the word. There's not a lot else you can say, really. Absolutely. Such a lovely, lively personality. And was it this gentleman that liked the sports? Because I'm getting sports with this gentleman as well. Not playing it, but like the football and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not a football fan myself, but they're talking about sports. So I know that there's sports in the family somewhere, whether playing it or just being on the sidelines watching. An armchair footballer. And anything else? Right. I know that I think it was Tony that gave you cream roses. He's doubling that up, sweetheart. He's really giving you this huge bouquet. But what he's done, bless him, is put it in a heart for you. He's put it in a heart for you, sweetheart, and he's giving you that with all his love. So, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me, with us.
Can I just say quickly, he is good at pulling people's fingers. So that's like a joke thing, isn't it? I used to pull the finger.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Bless him.
It is.
And also, if people, he had to be stopped putting things in his coffin, because if they kept putting things in, they wouldn't have had room for him. People kept wanting to put things in.
Right.
And I've got to say, night, God bless.
Oh, we like horse racing. Thank you for that, Emma. I knew there was sport in there somewhere, but definitely a cheeky chappy, but no harm in him.
He's a lovely chap.
Absolutely.
Oh, we've lost our Tony again.
Oh,
he's
back.
Right.
Okay.
Is that it?
It is. It's going to get dodgy. Yeah. That's I have got two more Michael's sent through.
Okay.
But I daren't download them the way the internet is at the minute. Otherwise, I could lose everything. So the gentleman, the person that sent them in, or the people that have sent them in, I'll download them overnight tonight, and then tomorrow we can do the
ones then.
Two quick at the beginning, and then we'll do the blind readings, the two that Michael's just sent through. That's it for the photo readings for this time, but we will do another one really soon. We'll set one up really soon. So if we work out dates when we want to go on, sorry.
While you was frozen, I explained that we can't do them every week, but we'll probably do one in about 4 or 5 weeks' time. And to send all the photos to Michael.
A month.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we maybe do one a month or one every 6 weeks.
And send the photographs to Michael.
Because I do love doing them. I really love doing them.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely.
Yep.
I really do.
We do want to know whose photos they are until they come up on screen. So that's it,
Absolutely.
everybody. Thank you for another lovely evening. I do apologise about my technical difficulties, but we seem to be quite stable at the minute. So
Yeah.
while I'm stable, while my connection's stable, if we can have a closing prayer, please.
Irene, and I'll sing. I'll do my singing bit.
Yeah, I'll do the closing prayer. Could I please ask you to bow your heads, please? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for the service this evening over the internet, and thank you for all the wonderful messages you have given us from Spirit through the photographs, and also thank you to the people who have tuned in to listen to us. Could I please send healing around the world, and could I please all ask for a guardian angel to be with every person that has been on tonight to watch us? We do appreciate it, all of it. And could I please thank our guides, our helpers, and inspirers, and close the veil on this evening's service until we meet again tomorrow night. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, everybody. Tomorrow night will be our service. Then Wednesday night we have the service at Pastures Green, and then Thursday Littleport, and then Friday it's back to us. So hope you can all join us, and see you soon, everybody. Good night and
Bye.
God bless.
Yeah,
keep
we
safe,
really do
everybody.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, keep safe.